As we get closer to Halloween, the level of spooky is cranking up here. And tonight we're heading deep into the American South to a place where a strange, unexplained phenomenon has captivated locals and baffled researchers for over 100 years. Now, this isn't a creature in the woods or a spectral, ghostly figure in an old house. This is a light, a mysterious glowing orb that dances in the darkness, seemingly without a source. We are venturing into Gurdon, Arkansas to explain and explore the enduring enigma of the Gurdon Light. Only on this episode of The Daily Strange. Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Daily Strange, a special October 2025. I'm giving you a video every damn day, and you're going to like it. Blitz from yours truly, specifically focused on cryptids, monsters, and the supernatural, just to get you all geared up for Halloween. I am your host, John F. Mers, author, actor, adventurer. Tonight's story of the Gurdon Light is intrinsically linked to the history of the railroad that cuts through the dense forests outside the small town of Gurdon, Arkansas. Gurdon itself is a quiet timber town, but for decades it has been the epicenter of this unexplained luminosity. The most popular local legend, and the one most often associated with the light, ties it to a tragic event in 1903. The story speaks of a railroad foreman who was working on the tracks late one night. In some versions of the story, he fell asleep on the job. In others, he was intentionally murdered by a disgruntled subordinate. Regardless, he was decapitated by a passing train. His ghost, so the tale goes, now walks the tracks endlessly, searching for his lost lantern, or perhaps even his own head, causing his lantern light to flicker in the darkness. So he's looking for the lantern, but the light's still there. I'm going to go with he's looking for his head on this one, but that's just me. This legend provides a compelling, if unverified, explanation for the light. It grounds the supernatural in a tragic human event, giving the mystery a face and a backstory that local communities often embrace. So, with that said, what do people actually see? Reports of the Gurdon Light are somewhat consistent over time. Witnesses describe it as a glowing orb of light, typically white, but sometimes bluish-white, though sometimes it has also been reported as orange or red. It varies in size from that of a flashlight beam to a basketball, or even larger. Its behavior is perhaps the most intriguing aspect of this. It moves freely along the disused railroad tracks. It can appear and disappear without warning. It seems to hover, float, or even sway in midair, and it is often described as approaching and then receding, almost as if it's playing hide-and-seek with observers. The light is also always seen at night in the darkest parts of the old railway line, which is now largely overgrown and abandoned for active rail traffic. Hundreds, if not thousands, of people have witnessed the Gurdon Light, including locals, curious tourists, and even seasoned paranormal investigators. The Gurdon Light has been a consistent local phenomenon for over a century. Reports began shortly after the 1903 incident, cementing the connection to the decapitated foreman. Throughout the 20th century, especially in the 1970s and 80s, the Gurdon Light gained national attention, featured in books on unexplained phenomena and segments on television shows. People would drive for miles, park their cars, and walk the eerie, darkened tracks, often emerging with their own first-hand accounts of the floating light. In recent years, despite fewer active trains, sightings have continued. Local residents and visitors still report encountering the light, and online forums and local social media groups frequently feature new posts from individuals claiming to have seen the light, sometimes with shaky cell phone footage that, while rarely conclusive, adds to the ongoing dialogue. Even in the 2020s, the Gurdon Light remains a popular destination for those seeking a genuine, unexplained mystery. Of course, science and skeptics offer a more grounded explanation for such phenomena, and the Gurdon Light is no exception. The most widely accepted scientific theory is that it's just simply the reflection of a headlight. The Gurdon Light appears along a very straight stretch of abandoned railway track that runs parallel to U.S. Highway 67. Skeptics propose that distant car headlights reflecting off moisture, atmospheric conditions, or even heat inversions in the air can create the illusion of a floating light. The twisting roads and slight elevation changes could cause these reflections to appear to move, bob, and even change intensity. Another less common but still plausible theory suggests will-o'-the-wisps, or marsh gases. These are bioluminescent gases like methane produced by decaying organic matter in swamps and wetlands, which can naturally ignite and produce flickering lights. While the Piney Woods region certainly has swampy areas, the consistency and behavior of the Gurdon Light make this a less favored explanation for this particular phenomenon. Despite these theories, what keeps the Gurdon Light truly mysterious is that no single explanation has ever definitively accounted for every single sighting. Many witnesses argue that the light's behavior is too erratic, too intelligent, or too isolated from the highway to be merely car headlights. As such, the Gurdon Light remains an enduring mystery, a beacon of the unexplained, literally, in the heart of Arkansas. It continues to draw curiosity, generate debate, and for many, serves as a poignant reminder of a tragic past. All right, that's going to do it for this episode of The Daily Strange. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new chilling episodes. I will see you all tomorrow for another episode of The Daily Strange.